on the phone line. Hi, Mr. Bhatia. Let's bring up the intraday chart of Uflex as well so our viewers can see how the stock is performing. Mr. Bhatia, good performance on the top line. Volumes did see double-digit growth. How did pricing do? And I think what your shareholders will want to know is if this kind of performance is sustainable for the rest of the financial year as well.
So I think the volume growths are pretty much given, and we are continuously improving the utilization of all the plants. I think in the film division, packaging films, we have some scope in Mexico and Dubai to have a higher production going into the next quarters or so. But on the packaging side, I think we have a fair amount of headroom available to increase our capacity utilization, given that, we have an installed capacity of about 120,000 tons per year, but, currently our run rate is about 80,000 tons a year. So clearly a headroom there, so no need for any further capex on the packaging side. And that's where we are looking to grow more volumes, and that's where you see the constant endeavor, a double-digit growth coming. In fact, in the packaging, while we've given a 10.6% growth, the packaging is about 11.6% during this quarter.
I'll throw some color. While you've done very well with the sales, which are higher, 26% year on year, the EBITDA is down about 22%. The margins have contracted and come in at 12.9% as against the 14.4% year on year. Your profit after tax, however, has gone up. What's that about? Obviously something to do with pricing, like I asked in the first question.
Yeah, so I think if you see the sales growth this quarter is 10.6%. The EBITDA growth is 12% this quarter, both on a YOY numbers. But the revenue growth is about 26% this quarter, so which is combination of the volume growth plus the higher raw material costs driven by the higher crude prices. So the profitability at EBITDA level as well as is in line with the volume growth. At the PAT level, there is an impact of asepto packaging, our liquid packaging business, which still continues to have some operating losses and also under-recovered interest as well as depreciation. So even without accounting for that, we're saying that we've been able to absorb that because of a better performance in our other businesses.
I'm going to make this my final question for you, Mr. Bhatia. Talk to your shareholders, talk to the analyst community. These are very volatile times. I'm not just talking about the markets. Look at what's happening in commodities. Look what's happening in the forex market as well. What is Uflex doing to ring fence its position?
So I'll tell you, on the forex side, we don't have, in the Indian balance sheet, doesn't have much of an exposure, given that, what we are net, our export earnings are far more than our imports. On the crude side, yes, we are impacted because, the higher crude prices have driven the higher prices on the film side. So, the film business is quite easily protected in these turbulent times also, where we are able to pass on the higher input costs immediately to the customer. But in the packaging side, yes, there is always a lag, and if the crude prices would have been stable this quarter, I think we would have seen a much better performance, on the whole, because, the packaging business is where we have a lag between 1 to 3 months. So, while this quarter the prices were quite high, we are still given by the customers the prices based on the June quarter, which will get adjusted now in October, November, December quarter. We'll get the Q2 prices. So, but given that there is a lag, so there will be lower earnings. So a stable thing is absolutely, is what we desire, but there's very little you can do over there, frankly. And on the On the foreign currency side, we don't have much of an exposure. Our Indian balance sheet has about $18 million of debt. We don't have any, buyer's credit and other stuff. So it's pretty well managed.
Correct. Fair point. Fair point. We take your point. So, Bhatia, running out of time. Many thanks for joining us this Dhanteras to decode your quarterly numbers for us live right here on ET Now. Wishing you the very best. Let's move on. It is Dhanteras. Should you be putting your money in gold as is traditional asset classes? Let me pose that very question to Gurmeet Chanda, the co-founder and CEO at Complete Circles. He's joining us in our studios. Hi, Gurmeet. Are you buying gold today or what?